Hey, what's up, Granos and Granettes? Juan Granos, back again, this time with another review. So today I have something totally different. Like I say, a lot of people send me different stuff to review. I love reviewing everything. I always try to, give everything a shot. I mean, it just looks interesting. I mean, this probably doesn't really apply to me, but it might apply to you. So I'm gonna do the review anyways. So today I got an item in the mail that it's a pet feeder. That's it. That's all it is. It's a pet feeder. It helps you feed your pets when you're not home. The cool part about it is it uses an app. So that's the main reason why I'm reviewing it. You know, it's got technology in it. I love technology. I love gadgets. So this is a gadget. So it's a pet feeder. So it has a little video camera built in, and it uses an app. So let's just go quickly through some of the features. You can't see anything in this area, the area that I have on the camera, because this is huge. The box is huge and it doesn't fit on my desk, but here it is. So it's called the Smart Pet Feeder, and Smart Pet Feeder, imported ABS, capacity 4.5 liters. So that, I mean, basically the food that you put in here, there it is, that's what it looks like. The food that you put in here has to be dry food for your cat or your dog, or unless you have another animal that you can't feed. But basically it's for that, for the cat and dogs, and it has to be dry food. You can't put wet food in there, otherwise it'll get stuck. It does have a 720p camera built in, and it's 130 degrees angle, so you get a pretty good angle of what your pet is doing. Now, the cool part about this is that I know for a fact is that it's a two-way conversation. In other words, you can see your dog, you can speak to your dog, and they could actually bark back at you, and you could hear them barking. So they could hear you speak, and you could hear them speak, which is actually kind of cool. A two-way conversation between some of you guys actually do speak to your dog, so, or your cat or whatever. So why don't we go into the review? Key features, app, using Wi-Fi. It's got P2P built-in conversation. That's the basically person-to-person conversation. Video monitoring. You can use iPhone, Android, any other phone that supports the app. It does have I believe it has a slot in. So okay, yeah. So they have a slot in that you could record video onto the actual machine. So we're gonna check that out too. So you could. It has automatic feeding, which is great if you're going on vacation. If you go on vacation and you want your dog or your cat to get fed, 4 times a day, and not just leave a pile of food inside a bowl, and they could just eat it all at once, and then they'll be hungry for the rest of the trip. This, you could just set it up so it gives them, 4 portions of food every 5 hours, whatever it is, whatever your dog eats. And so let's go into the review, and I'm gonna try to see if I get this on camera here. Yeah, this is huge. I don't think I'm gonna get this on camera, but I'm gonna try. Yeah, no, it's not gonna happen. Yeah, okay. So it is as big as the box. I like that it's well protected. It's well sealed up. Very cool. Some of these things, sometimes they come and they're not really protected. So this is actually like a little bag it's in. Pull this out. Cool. See that? Might be able to use that for a garbage can or something. So it uses 5 volts, 2.5 amps, and I'm assuming everything else is inside this bucket. It's pretty big. So I mean, if you go on vacation and you want to, go for a week or two, you actually could put enough food in here unless your dog or your cat is a huge animal, you could probably put enough food in here to last them a week or so. So here's the serving tray. So this tray goes on the bottom of the feeder. Very cool. And it's one of these trays that has a easy to clean surface inside. So let's just put that right here. What else is in here? Okay, let's just take everything out. Instructions. Very cool. So we're gonna actually plug this in. We're gonna connect, and we're gonna check how this works. And okay, so this is pretty cool. Let me see if I can get this on camera. So Okay, see down there, it has that tray that spins. When it spins, the food falls in that particular portion, and you could set how many portions you want to give your pet. You could give them 2 portions, 1 portion, or whatever, but it falls in there. So when the portion spins around, it comes out through the tray, and voila, you have your portions for your dog or your cat or whatever. So I'm gonna plug this in to see how this works, and then I'll come back. Very cool. So I got everything plugged in now. Just a couple of so I show you guys. I'm not sure if I did this in the first part of the video, but here you have the camera, and like I say, the camera, you could see your pets. You could take pictures of your pets, and post them on your social media. And I did put some food in here, which is Cheerios, just to get started. I don't know if you guys can see that down there. What we're going to try to do is we're just going to try to set this up together, see how easy it is. So that snaps right into place. I do have the app that I downloaded already. When you get the manual on the 2nd page or the 3rd page, you just scan the code. With a new iOS, the Apple iOS, you can scan that code and it will take you right to the Apple store, which they fixed that, that was one of my big gripes for a long time. So we're just going to try this and see if it works. We're just going to snap it on. Let's see. Now there is a light. The light is on up there. Now I would imagine that this uses Wi-Fi, so this has its own Wi-Fi that you connect to. So we're going to go into the app. Let me see if I can get that on camera. Yes, let me see. So it's going to ask you which device do you have, and in my case I have the one with the video. So I'm just going to click on video, and it tells you power on the system. Make sure that the green light is flickering. You hit next, and here's the most important part, which I kind of I was having trouble with at the beginning, is this does not support 5G network, so you have to use the 2.4 gigahertz. So make sure the network your phone is connected on, it's a 2.4 gigahertz, so it can connect to it. Otherwise, it's not going to work. I was trying to connect and I couldn't. I was like, what the hell is going wrong? But that was the problem. And it says it clearly right there. And I wasn't even reading that 4th line there. So let's just connect here. And then it says connect your device to the Wi-Fi that this creates. So this creates its own Wi-Fi in order to connect. So basically you binding this to your network so you could be able to see your signal outside of your home, which makes sense. So the first thing you do is you go to your phone settings, you go to the Wi-Fi, and you find the one that is called Pet Fun. So we're gonna do that right now. And here it is, right at the bottom there. Oh, did it move? Yes, it moved. It's got a lot of Wi-Fi's in this area, so there it is at the bottom. So we're just gonna connect to it. Once it's connected, you go back, and it's gonna, basically continue the installation. And now it's binding your pet feeder to your network, to your Wi-Fi network, so you could be able to obviously see your pet or connect securely to your network from outside. So that's what it's doing now. I'm just gonna let it run for a second here. So once it's connected, it goes through the whole process. You're gonna get a screen that looks like this, and that little pet. The process, for loading, it takes maybe about 3 or 4 minutes, not that very long, but there's a whole bunch of different features on this home page. Also you have if you want to get notifications, from the company, from your device, you can. I'm gonna say no for now, but you got a couple of options here. So you could basically feed the pet as many times a day as you want, depending obviously on the portions that you want to feed them. Bunch of features here. You could set it up so it does it automatically a day, 5 times, 4 times, whatever you want. It also has manual. So let me see if I got my camera set up here so you guys can see how the manual function works. I could feed the pet manually by just clicking on here, and there it is. I'm ready to eat. I can do it again. So you can check how many portions you want to do. Either 1, 2, and 3 portions, and basically that little wheel will spin, and every portion that comes out of there is about 20 grams of pet food, and in my case, Cheerios. So I could do another portion, and there it is. Very cool. I didn't put that much Cheerios in there, but this is great. Now the camera, let's check out the camera. The camera is actually pretty good. So The camera, you can actually have it to show you HD images. So here's the camera. Check that out. How cool is that? Let's see. Hey, so you know the angle is pretty wide. It's 130 degrees, and it's HD. And it's HD now. I cannot do the sound because when I just try the sound now, it gave me super feedback on it, but the sound does work. This has a microphone right on the top here, so I don't know if I can see that in the camera, but top camera, there's a microphone right here. The camera's right here. Again, I mean, they have so many features on this little app. It's pretty cool. Now, I didn't set the name. Maybe I should set the name of my little pet cam. Here it is. Let me set the name. Let me set the name to Roby. Roby. That's my, I don't know. I guess that's my dog's name, Roby. And it tells you can set the age and how much does he weigh or she weigh, breed. You know, I mean, your pet and his picture are there. Very cool. Very cool. What I do, like I said, I like the fact that there's so many features on here for you to feed your pet, and it works. It works. The pet feeder works. I'm gonna leave the link in the description. Now, another thing, it keeps track how much you have fed your dog or your cat. So you see right here on the I guess my left, your right, right here, it shows you how many times has he been fed today. So you know you don't overfeed him. Feeding schedules, you could have a feeding schedule. You could set it automatically, so it feeds him, you know, every couple of hours, whatever it is. The cool part of the pet feeder is if you ever run out of food, you actually get an alert on your phone letting you know that it ran out of food. So that's actually pretty cool. So, you know, if you run out of food and you don't even know, you get, oh, geez, you know, there's no more food in the pet feeder. And, you know, you can have your friend go over and, you know, feed your dog, you feed your cat. So that's actually a great little feature of the app. So like I said, you could speak to your pets, they could hear you, you could hear them. It's just basically on the app, you would press the microphone and hello, and hello, and hello, and hello. So you get a, you know, obviously because I'm recording this, you get a, you know, whole bunch of feedback coming back, but it works. And the sound is actually really good and really crisp and really clear, which is cool. It does take pictures, of course. I've taken some pictures here already. You know, little Snapchats that you could actually share, you know, on your social media. You want to share your pets, you know, videos and what have you. So, you know what? I wish I had a pet just so I could work. I could play with this all day long and have my pet feed them with my pet feeder. Guys, I hope you found this review useful. I mean, I'm gonna leave the link for the pet feeder. It's available on Amazon right now, and it's one of those items that if you have a dog, if you have a cat, it's a must-have. I mean, this is great. I mean, you could feed your animal while you're on vacation. You don't have to worry about it. You won't have to overfeeding them. Make sure they eat healthy. Make sure they got enough fat in their diet. With one of these guys, you set the portions or whatever you want to feed them, and it works great. I mean, the app could use a little bit of help, but it does work. I like the fact that the video is HD that you can see on here. You can actually set it to a low resolution, so you don't have that, you know, if your internet is not that fast or what have you, you can set it off to, you know, to be a lower resolution. But your pet can hear you, you could hear him, her, whoever, and it works. It works great. I mean, I like the fact that it's very easy to set up, and anybody can set this up. You know, you don't have to be a you know, genius to work with it. So, guys, thanks for watching. You've been watching LGTV. I am Juan Granos. Find me on Instagram, Los Granos. Find me on Facebook, Los Granos. Find me on Twitter, Los Granos. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a thumbs up, and share. Thanks for watching. Peace.